Okay, so I'm Hannah Myers, and today I'm going to be interviewing Megan Foust for my world music class. And Megan is a senior music and business major, and she currently has an internship with the Columbus Symphony Orchestra. So I'll go ahead and ask you your questions.
Sounds good.
Okay, so when did you realize that you had a gift or a talent for music?
It wasn't until middle school, actually. I always wanted to play violin, and in my school district that I lived in Chicago, they couldn't start you until 5th grade. We ended up moving here to Columbus in 4th grade, when I was in 4th grade, and that's when you started playing string instruments in the school system. So we were a couple weeks in, I had some catching up to do, but I was excited because I started playing. I had natural talent, so I was able to kind of, get along for a while. And my 8th grade year of middle school, I wanted to drop. I didn't even want to do it in high school. My parents forced me to, and then I really started enjoying it and realized that I could get even better if I had a private teacher, and determined that I just really loved it and wanted to stick with it, and that I could really be good at it.
So do you feel more confident playing your violin than if you were to give a class presentation or speaking in front of a bunch of people or something like that?
No, I get really, really nervous playing in front of people, actually. With the group, I'm okay, even with a quartet when it's one on a part or chamber music or anything, but playing solo in front of people is still something that terrifies me.
So you're more confident playing with a larger orchestra?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So you talked briefly about Chicago, so is that where you grew up?
Mm-hmm. That's where I grew up and used to live, and hopefully one day we'll go back.
Really? I didn't know that. I have an uncle from Lincoln Park.
Yeah, we were from Naperville, which was about half an hour outside the city.
Okay. Very cool. So, again, where did you go to high school?
I went to Olentangy, which is actually 15 minutes from Otterbein here, so not too far. One of this director of string music here, Dr. Bates, used to come to our high school all the time and give us coachings on our competition music before we would go to contest. So I had known him for a long time, and I knew that Otterbein had a strong music department, so I didn't really want to go too far because I knew I could be successful right here.
Okay, so then what kind of clubs or music classes or after school activities did you do as a musician?
Here at Otterbein?
Here at Otterbein and also in high school.
Well, in high school, obviously, I was in orchestra, and then as an added thing that I did there, was our district had a really, really strong strings program. So the music directors got together and decided that they wanted to do a higher up chamber orchestra ensemble that included students from all 3 of the high schools in our school district. So you had to audition, and then you got seated, and some people didn't make it in because it was a very small subset of people. But I did that in high school too, and that was a lot of fun. Other than that, in high school, I was a big member of theater, acting and doing tech stuff. So used to that. But then here at Otterbein, other than being in music, I'm a part of Delta Omicron Honorary Music Fraternity. I'm a member of Tau Epsilon Mu sorority, and I'm a member of Red Grove Entertainment, which is the school's recording label.
Oh, okay. So do you have any albums or CDs that you've recorded for?
I've been on a couple of projects that Red Grove has done. Last year there was a big Beatles project, since it was the anniversary of the Beatles coming to America.
Mm-hmm.
So I played in a quartet on a couple of the tracks, like Eleanor Rigby and something. So we had to travel downtown to Groove View Studio, where Dwight Huckelman is a professor at the school that he started, who's one of our professors here. And we got all recorded up. We got mic'd. We had to sit really close. The microphones were right in our faces. We had the big earphones and had the click track. I've never done that before, so it was really interesting. I learned a lot that day.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the strength of music program made you decide to come to Otterbein.
Yeah, and knowing Dr. Bates for years before coming here, and my private teachers in high school, saying that it'd be a good place for me to come.
Okay. Did you ever think you wanted to be like a music major? Did you come in thinking, oh, I'll just join orchestra and then maybe?
I actually came in as a music education major.
Oh, okay.
And I changed my major halfway through my sophomore year. So I thought that I wanted to be a music teacher. And although I still teach students, I still have like my own private students. I learned that I really didn't want to deal with being in a school district and having like an entire class of students. I enjoyed teaching one-on-one much more.
Okay. So, do you want to pursue music professionally after college?
Absolutely, yeah. Right now, I have like weekly performances that I do at different churches, and then I teach music. So between that and then hopefully working for a performing arts organization of some sort once I graduate, just some sort of nonprofit. I hopefully will always be within the realm of music.
Okay. Do you play in any bands or orchestras that have made you a better musician?
Absolutely. In high school, we had the opportunity to audition for regional orchestra, which is they divide Ohio up into different regions, and only like top people get in, and it's this big orchestra with a full orchestra band and string players, and we played very, very difficult repertoire. They brought in famous conductors for us every year that we'd work with for an entire weekend, and it was really, really neat, and it definitely gave you a different perspective and a really interesting experience playing with the symphony orchestra. So that was really, really great. Other than that, I feel like every time I play in a quartet, like for weddings or anything, you have to be so on your toes, you have to think so quickly and really just go with whatever is going on and use your best judgment. That I feel like every time I play in a wedding, I get better and better with thinking quickly on your feet without talking to the rest of the members that you're playing with. It's a challenge.
So, how often do you play in a concert, or have you ever played in a concert for money? Well, you said weddings, so I'm assuming weddings would pay you money to perform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, weddings are really great, especially in the summer when it's wedding season. I play weddings pretty regularly, I'd say every couple weeks, and then for money, I play at a Wednesday night church service once a week. And they're really, really great. They're really nice. And other than that, I haven't gotten to do much for money because everything that we have to do here, all the concerts that we do, we have 3 orchestra concerts a year, 3 Westerville Symphony concerts a year, and 2 chamber concerts a year, and then we have our fab that we have to play, which is a solo piece that we have to perform in front of all of our faculty and staff in the music department. So there's a lot of opportunities for performing, but those are the ones that we don't get paid for. Even being in Westerville Symphony, when the other members, the community members who play in it, do get paid.
Okay.
So the Otterbein students do not.
So is it for credit then?
It is for credit.
Okay. Very cool. Well, 3 concerts doesn't sound like very many, but is the music very intense? Like
orchestra meets twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, some of the music is challenging. I'd say throughout the years for me, it's gotten less and less challenging, which means I'm learning things, which is great.
That's
which
good.
means I'm getting better. The Westerville Symphony music is always very, very challenging because they're big, big symphonic works that are very, very taxing. So those are always the most challenging pieces that we play throughout the year. Those 3 concerts that we play during their Masterwork series.
Okay.
And other than that, I mean, the chamber music is pretty okay. They typically try to pick music for us that's not the hardest, but is still challenging and will allow us to focus more on ensemble and playing in a small group of people and communicating with them.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so some people because orchestra is made up of non-majors as well,
Okay.
they benefit from having more rehearsals.
Okay. So, where do you usually rehearse?
For all of our Otterbein related things here in Battelle, practicing on my own, I'll either practice in my room at TAM, or I'll come to a practice room. Normally if I have students, I'll get here like an hour or so early just so I can warm up and do some practicing, because I have to be here anyway for them, because this is where I teach out of.
Okay.
So I'll practice here a lot during the week, but during the weekends I'll typically do a lot of my practicing just in my bedroom. And for Westerville Symphony, we split our time between here and then Cowan Hall, just across the street.
Okay. So, who are your musical influences?
That's a good question. My musical influences, as of lately, definitely the people that I work with at the symphony. Being around them all the time and hearing everything that they get to do is really, really cool, and it makes me want to be a better musician. So they've definitely influenced me to practice more and be more diligent with my practicing. And because I see how awesome they are, and I've gotten to know a lot of them really, really well, the members of the orchestra. So other than that, my teacher here, Aaron Gilliland, who also plays in the symphony, and David Edge, who's also a professor here and plays in the symphony, they really inspire me to be better. And then like musical influence wise,
It's okay.
There's certain composers that I really, really like. I really like the neoclassical period of music. So right now I'm playing a Prokofiev sonata that I really, really love. I love French music too. Maurice Ravel and Debussy and people like that they're some of my absolute favorites. I'm playing a Lily Boulanger violin nocturne right now that I'm absolutely in love with. I haven't played too much French music before now, but I've always loved listening to it, and I'm really excited to get to start doing more of that. So
Wow, that's really amazing. So, are any of your family members also artists or musicians?
Nope.
Just you?
Yeah, no, my dad is not musically inclined. My mom said that she took guitar lessons when she was little, but that was about it. And my brother can't keep a straight beat for his life. So, and no other members of my family are musically inclined or have ever tried or anything.
Wow, that's really unusual, because usually if the parents know some music, then the kids know a little bit.
Yeah, I'm the one who teaches them about music. My mom's really proud of herself because she listens to the classical channel in the car now.
She listens to the classical channel.
She tells me that she's trying to learn. So I'm proud of her. She calls me like, Megan, I listened to Haydn on the way to work today. I'm like, Mom, that's so great.
Mom, that's so great.
Good for you, yeah.
And where do you see yourself maturing the most in your music over the next 5 years?
I see my playing maturing even more. I've grown a lot since coming here, especially in the last year or so. So I really, really want to continue on the track that I've been going. And I see myself settling into the business of either symphonies or opera, ballet, just really immersing myself just in music all the time. So I'm excited.
That's very great. So, this again is Megan Foust, and thanks for watching.